Talking Scrolls presents Building from Scrolls with Dana.
Hello guys, and welcome to the second edition of Talking Scrolls. Here we are in the month of February and we have another guest that had the responsibility to read a particular book, and we are going to share on it today. Hello Blanche.
Hello Dana.
What is the book you received for this second edition of Talking Scroll?
Okay, I received a book titled Sekivuzono. It's written by Dark Hayward Mills. That's the book I received this month.
Okay, what is the particularity of this book?
Okay, the particularity of this book is when you open this book on the first page, there's something you wrote there. He said, you can't have excellent relationship without honor.
Oh, wow.
That's what strikes me in the book.
I believe many of us, we use the word honor and we used to honor people, but do we really know what it means to honor someone? So with the help of Blanche here, we are going to elaborate on what honor is on the theme, the power of honoring. The power of honor. Actually, we are addressing this theme to the women. Why? Because in this month we are celebrating women. We are giving the value to women and honoring them. But what does it really mean to honor?
To honor somebody actually means you're showing admiration towards the personality of someone. The Bible says that you give honor to whom honor is supposed to be given. It means honor means showing admiration for somebody's qualities, virtues, and personality. That's honor.
Wow. Then why do we really have to honor? Because you can be appreciating somebody's value without actually giving anything or honoring the person. But what is the use of honoring and its power actually on the receiver and the person that goes to honor?
Okay, we'll begin with the first question. The first question I think is, why do we need to honor?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, at the beginning of this, we said without honor you can't have excellent relationships. Okay, so we need to know that when you honor somebody, it gives you the possibility to have advantages that others do not have, even though they relate with that same person.
Okay.
That's the first thing you need to know. Honor gives us the possibility to receive main things that are hidden to others who do not show honor. For example, we take a biblical example.
Yes.
Jesus could not do anything in his hometown because they did not honor him. He could not do the great miracles, the signs and wonders he did in other places.
Yes, that's true.
Because his people did not honor him, and the only thing he did there was healing. So he said that when you don't honor somebody, you have the list of the things that relationship can provide to you.
Then does it mean that honoring somebody triggers the potential that is in the person
Exactly.
to overflow on you?
Exactly. Without honor, what that person has can't flow to you, consciously and unconsciously.
Wow. Guys, I don't know if we are getting this, but this is very powerful. Because if we have a lot of people around us that we envisage to be like him or to look like them, then we need to consider honor, because many of us want to become like some people, but we despise honor. We despise honoring them. Meanwhile, through that honor, actually, we can easily become like them, because the potential we are looking up to in their life can actually flow in us. Wow, that's very powerful. But what is the impact that honor has on the person that goes to honor?
Okay. Based on the question, I think we need to consider it two ways. Because there is an impact honor has on both the receiver, and there's an impact that honor has on the person that is honoring.
Yes.
Okay, so when you don't honor somebody first, you need to know that it blocks the channel of flow from the receiver. And so the person that is honoring, when you don't honor someone, you will live at the least potential of your life. Because every person's life, dimensions of every person's life or exploits in your life are hidden to every step of honor you show towards the people around you. So there are dimensions to your life, every step of your life. There are potentials that are locked in people, and you can't get to each step properly without showing honor to whoever the person is around you.
Okay, but if someone, as a woman, because we are talking to the women, as a woman, if all that is in your mind as a reason for honoring is because you want to obtain something that is in the life of that person, is it right, or can it be a kind of manipulation? I don't know, because many people, if we want to consider it based on the potential, unlocking the potential that is in the person we are honoring to flow into our lives, and so that we can have some upgrades in our lives, then it means that there is a sort of manipulation at a certain level.
Okay, I get the question, but honor shouldn't only be because you want to get something from somebody. The definition of honor says that it is because you admire who the person is. So honor first has to do with the state and the way your heart sees someone.
Okay.
If you don't see someone in a particular way, you will not be able to honor that person in the light of who that person is. Love is a principal factor for honor. If you are honoring someone because you want to get something from that person, it means you don't really love the person. You don't admire the person for who the person is. We'll take a biblical example again, where when God made this statement to Prophet Isaiah, he said, "These people, they honor me with their words, but my command is far from their heart." Do you see that's a matter of love?
Yes, it's a matter of love.
It's a matter of love. If you only have, it means they are only there because they want to get something from God. They don't really love God. That's why the word is not residing in their hearts.
Okay, yeah.
And so they use it to inform in a way hypocritically to get something from God every time they present themselves before them.
Okay.
So you see that for you to properly show honor to somebody, even if you want to get, the intention is not bad. Like you honor the grace upon the person's life, okay? But then it should not be the reason why you're showing honor.
Okay.
You need to check the intention of your heart. Do you love the person?
Mm-hmm.
Can we trace love? Then the honor is properly checked.
Okay. Then we have to honor with love as a pillar.
Yes.
We have to honor while admiring the person genuinely.
Yes.
Not because we are just lovers of what he carries, lovers of what he possesses.
Exactly.
Okay, then what about the state of the person that honors at the level where, as women, many of us went through trauma, insecurities, a lot of terrible events that shattered our identity in our own eyes. So can a person that does not honor herself or love herself actually communicate honor in the proper way?
Okay. If you don't honor yourself properly, literally you will not be able to show honor properly. Because you cannot give what you don't have. If you don't love yourself, you can't honor that person. You don't love that person. That is why most times, if you look at it, if you're going through a particular trauma or whatever, God will take you into a journey that you heal first. Because if you don't come out of that thing you went through, you won't be able to show honor properly. You will show it, yes, but there will be a lot of default.
Yeah.
There will be a lot of faults in the way you show the honor.
Mm-hmm.
There will be a lot of problem. So that's why I think that's one of the reasons why the Holy Spirit will take us in the journey where He teaches us to love ourselves before we can show honor to anybody.
So to every woman listening to this talk show, you know that you need to love yourself first. You need to be settled with your identity. You need to appreciate yourself and value yourself to be able to have the capacity and what it takes to really honor another person. And if you went through any form of trauma, any form of persecution, insecurity, it is time to heal properly before you communicate any sort of honor. Because I believe we can find ourselves in cases where you're trying to communicate honor because you want to be accepted. You're trying to communicate honor because you want to please someone. You want the person to look at you in a particular way, not because you really admire the person, but because you have been deprived from a kind of attention when you were little or any sort of thing. So it is very, very dangerous when we try to apply honor without loving ourselves, without I think the Bible says we have to love others as we love ourselves. It means that if you don't love yourself, or if the way you love yourself has a default, it means that the way you love others will also have a default. It will have a problem. And the way you honor yourself is just a reflection of the way you honor others.
Exactly.
It means that if in the public you're giving gifts to people, you're sharing gifts, always joyous and all the like, but with your own self inside of you, you are sad, you're murmuring, you're not actually sound inside of you. Everything you're doing is just drama. It's just fake, because the reflection of what you're doing to the person is actually how you honor yourself. So the way you honor yourself is a reflection of how far or how deep you can go to honor another person. Wow. I am very blessed with this particular theme, the power of honor. I don't know, Blanche, can you give a word, address a word to the women as they will be celebrating today the women, their works in the world, all their doings in the world, and the reason of their existence here on earth. I don't know if you have a word for them.
Okay, so the women, we just heard about honor. So I don't know, you have so many relationships you're trying to build, career-wise, spiritually wise, and many things you're trying to build. If you want to really be able to explore the excellence of everything you are going to engage into, you need to be able to apply the principle of honor. Learn to honor yourself genuinely. In fact, learn to trust God to honor yourself genuinely. Because the moment you will understand how to honor yourself, you'll be able to thrive in every domain in your life, being it in your school, your career, your marriage,
Yes.
whatever. You'll be able to excel, and you'll be able to give out the virtues that are locked up in you, and you'll be able to take from people what they can't give to others. Okay, so learn to honor. You can go ahead to read the book if you wish by Dakewo Mills. You'll learn a lot far beyond what we just spoke.
So guys, we are going to close the talk show at this level, but there is something sure that you have a takeaway. Love yourself, honor others, and read this book. Read this book, it's very important. You might learn more than what we just said, more than what we could even perceive with our own understanding. So you can have this book everywhere. If you need this book, you can contact us also. So at this level, we'll say happy Women's Day.
Happy Wednesday.
Ciao.
Ciao.